Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 60 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
All again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And his kick is good. They just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
On 1st and 10, Hartman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Buckers on target. And the lead goes to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Hartman got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hartman. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Hartman. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just right in the upright. And they will not cut it with that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now Hall to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to hit the Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Hartman going deep for Diggs. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shot in midfield. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Hartman. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
It's caught left side by Cooks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Hall on a give up the middle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
To throw from his end zone, Hartman. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hartman. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
A Big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Christian Kirksey. The O-line can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hartman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hartman.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Give to Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
In advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops up 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's Wilson and the Jets.
Trailing 14-13, 70 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's complete to Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And Davis has it over the middle.
And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a tight end coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.